Welcome to WebCity Weekly. So
Scott,
would that be better than the
no bars?
boxes down there that people are defecating and urinating in?
Well, they don't defecate and urinate in them. They're designed so they defecate and urinate on them.
Coming up this week, we have a no-holds-barred roundtable discussion about the local panhandling issue. We flew out to New York to interview some hot movie stars in person.
Thriller.
Roller coaster ride, I like it.
Claustrophobic roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
A raw, bruising look at the growing sport of roller derby. And we have our weekly chat with a local band. This week we feature The Franchise. And just for fun, I've asked this former politician to give us a list of the things that politicians never dare say.
Yes, I raised your taxes, but damn it, I'm worth it.
All right, let's move on to our next show.
Hi.
Yeah, let's talk about our front page for this particular week. That's right, we talked about panhandling, then it was on the front page of the paper. It reminded me how much of an issue and a contentious issue that this has been. So
Scott,
would that be better than
There's
the
no bars?
boxes down there that people are defecating and urinating in?
Well, they don't defecate and urinate in them. They're designed so they defecate and urinate on them. And I'm really hurt by that.
They're easier to wash off
I'm really hurt by that because I helped design those things, you know. But
Well, at least you made that slot too high.
I sort of feel like it's a big quality of life issue about maintaining order in public spaces, and there's a legitimate role for government to worry about that.
The fact is, 98% of the things those people are saying on their signs and so forth are lies, okay? They're lies. They're lying.
How do we know that?
Because we know. We know who these people are. You know, Sergeant Hipple knows who these people are. They're not homeless. They live, we know where they live. They have homes. And when they say things like, you know, I'm a Vietnam vet, and they're not. And I've checked this out, okay? They're lying about fundamental things. And so you're trying to teach your children a lesson about compassion, but you can't do it because you have people out there changing the equation cynically on things that are almost sacred.
You think it's a waste of time,
And money,
trouble, and money.
that we could put all of our energy and efforts to actually helping to solve the actual social issue, which is the underlying problem.
Why should we make laws to address that issue of homelessness, chemical dependency? If lying was a law, hell, we all be in jail. But here is the case. We're not addressing the real issues of being homeless, unemployed. We should
Putting
address
money in a
those
box isn't gonna
issues
help.
in lieu of arresting a young man who are paying an officer $50,000 a year to arrest somebody who's asking for 15 cents on a corner.
But you're out there on the street and you're seeing things and you're talking to people that obviously everyone else is not privy to. Can you talk about what the issues are and what you see?
A lot of what we see is aggressive panhandlers.
His name is Sergeant Hipple, and he probably knows more about the panhandlers downtown. He knows them by name. And this guy's no official. He's not a member of the brass of the police department. He is on the ground, you know, dealing with these people every day. And I think that adds something. You know, he's not some hoi polloi, you know, bureaucrat like I was. Like I was. He really knows what he's talking about.
You'll see an influx of panhandlers during a special event. Most panhandlers aren't homeless, and most homeless don't panhandle. So you're going to have to separate that. And both are equally challenging issues for us. There are people with mental health problems that are either panhandling or are homeless. So we've met with Judge Collins and all the mental health people from Midtown to all the hospitals, and in August we're all getting together to come up with some plan to have a mental health outreach, because people with mental health issues aren't beating down the door at Midtown to get help. But if my officers see them, why can't we pick up the phone and call and say, hey, can you guys stop by here?
All right, let's move into our entertainment portion of our show, starting with Mark. And Mark's going to tell us a little bit about what he's doing, but you just took a nice big trip.
Yeah, actually I was in New York City for the weekend and interviewed the cast from G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, a new film out. A couple big stars, Channing Tatum, he's like a hot young, I mean, you know, not for me, but for a young girl. And then also a movie called A Perfect Getaway, which is sort of a thriller with a surprise twist, and kind of a cool movie actually. It's like, thank you for Steve Zahn and a very difficult name, Mila Jovovich, and also a review of the film in the weekend movie preview. Welcome to the weekend movie preview. G.I. Joe storms into theaters, a honeymoon turns into a nightmare, and The Rock races to Witch Mountain. Lots of movie choices. Which ones are good? Check it out. G.I. Joe is now on the big screen. The classic franchise hopes to cash in on the success of the Transformers and bring a new series to life. What G.I. Joe brings to the table are exciting characters with cool names and backstories. The film jumps off the screen and it's the loudest movie of the year. Watching the characters use their weapons in awesome costumes on killer sets is lots of fun. Don't expect too much in terms of acting or story, that's really not the point. Sienna Miller does stand out with a great performance. G.I. Joe is a secret group of international tough guys that come together to fight the evil empire known as Cobra. Channing Tatum, the teen heartthrob, is the lead GI named Duke. Although the role calls for a man of few words, it ends up being a little too few. By far the coolest character is Snake Eyes, and he doesn't even speak at all. What you want more of is the G.I. Joe series because of how great it all looks up on the screen. Bottom line movie math, fun characters, plus great looking sets and action, plus Sienna Miller, minus weak story and acting, 3 reels, do it. It is what it is, rated PG-13. I sat down and talked with the cast from G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra about their experience making the film. Check it out. What about the weapons training I understand that you guys had? I mean, have you ever shot a gun or had played with weapons prior to this?
I hadn't. I'd shot clays once in England.
I know how to shoot a gun. I've been taking SWAT. I learned how to shoot from a SWAT officer. So this was years ago with my brother Keenan. He just wanted us to know about guns and gun safety because we was doing like White Chicks and these other movies. So we did some of that, and he was good too. The only one I was scared of was Sienna. Right. Because her with a gun, she was just like, oh my God, my gun is jammed. It's like, don't point it at you. She'll be like, pow, I hit it. And you're like, oh.
And we were firing live rounds, and initially that was quite intimidating for me, but then once I got my semi-automatic machine guns, I was in
You really
heaven.
sank into it, you just loved it.
I love those, I love the big guns.
The beautiful paradise with killers on the loose is the setting for the new film, A Perfect Getaway. There are thrills, gross-out moments, and a surprise twist for your pleasure. Newlywoods head to their honeymoon in Hawaii for some backpacking and camping and find out there are some killers around. Is it the people they are traveling with? Is it the hitchhikers they did not pick up? Who knows? The best part of the film is Timothy Olyphant as the tough guy who refers to himself as the American Jedi. He's like a Rambo character that you're not sure whether to root for or be afraid of until the end. The film borrows some themes from other popular movies, but it has its own strange vibe going on too. Bottom line movie math, action plus the American Jedi, plus plot twist, minus a few weak spots, 3 reels, rated R. I sat down with the cast from A Perfect Getaway. Check it out. You guys both are new to, when we kind of meet you guys, your characters. For people out there that don't make movies for a living, kind of what is something like that like? What's shooting a nude scene together? I mean, do they put makeup on your body? I mean,
I actually think there's a lot of people that aren't in show business that know what it's like, because I have a computer.
Yes.
And it's hard to not see people filming themselves naked on your laptop.
Yeah.
You just Google, like, you're trying to get like tickets to A Perfect Getaway, and then it's like, oh my God, there's naked people.
Yeah, filming each other.
Filming each other.
When that day came up in the shoot, I mean, or is it a little bit? It's different than other days. It kind of hesitate.
Oh, definitely, it's different than other days, and it was.
Because you haven't eaten.
Exactly.
2-3 days.
Right.
Getting down your
get my fighting
weight.
Yeah.
Get back to your fight weight.
Exactly.
Also in theaters, Julie and Julia. Meryl Streep and Amy Adams star in a movie about cooking and the life of the famous food personality Julia Child, rated PG-13. This week on DVD, we've got 3 new releases: a little Sienna Miller, a little The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson, and a double dose of Downey Jr. and Jamie Foxx. Race to Witch Mountain stars Dwayne Johnson or The Rock. This is not a remake of the 1975 film Escape to Witch Mountain, but a new movie based on some elements of the former film. A family film about 2 harmless alien kids on the run from the Men in Black, rated PG, 2 reels, it's okay. Sienna Miller stars in The Mysteries of Pittsburgh. This is a coming-of-age film about a recent college grad that has events happen to him that change his life and world forever. It's just okay, 2 reels, a little slow and boring at times. Rated R. Robert Downey Jr. and Jamie Foxx star in The Soloist. The two make for an unlikely pair but come together over a love of music based on a true story, rated PG-13. For some explosive action, check out G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. And for a fun adventure, A Perfect Getaway is a good flick. That's my take on things. I'm Mark Dubeck for TVWebCity.com's Weekend Movie Preview.
Let's move on to the music scene. I'm gonna ask Ryan to explain a little bit about. You guys went and saw the franchise?
Saw a band called The Franchise. Yeah, they're kind of the lead singer is a rapper, but then the music's kind of funk and jazz and rock. So it's got an eclectic mix, and it looks good on the video too.
Oh yeah, that's always important. Yep. Nice. So Nate Davis, is that who?
Nate Davis is the lead singer. Yep.
And that was at Rock Lobster.
Yep.
Cool.
We got an
and
interview
it's
with him.
Franchise with a Z,
Yep.
right?
How long have they been around? Are they fairly new?
Been around about. There's been different incarnations of them for about 5 years now.
Okay.
This is kind of a new lineup.
A lot of
Pitching out
different
there.
locations. 'Cause
Yeah.
they are franchises.
A lot of different franchises.
I'm Sarah Jones with TVWebCity, and this is the feature band of the week. We're here tonight with Nate Davis of The Franchise.
Right now, we put a bunch of new guys together. We're trying to do a college tour for the fall. Hopefully getting sponsored by Rhythm and working on our third album. We played the Playboy Mansion like 6 months ago. In September, we played the Playboy Mansion. We opened up for Ludacris. And I walked up to Ludacris at the party and I said, hey man, what's the first time you ever did a show and said, I made it? And he kind of looked at me like I was kind of silly, and he was like, well, probably the Eminem show. And I said, well, that's how I feel right now. You can go to cdbaby.com/franchise music, franchise with a Z.
So the killing man came to believe his rest. I feel like a nigga Percocet. Fix him up like a nervous shit. I'm blowing, I'm hoping, time's low. And I taste with the rest of the face. Context have a lot of things on my plate. But my goodness sakes, relax. Put away your polo when he can't snatch. Blood sakes, get through with a hand from management. We ever got a party to crash. I don't know if you know this shit. You got a bump in your broken sweat. Come over here, make the most of it. Come on, dance with this over, kid. I got it, you want it, I know it, you want it, you need it. You want it, I know that you want it, you feel it. I got it, you want it, I know that you want it, you need it. I got it, you want it, I know You feel it? Let's get it.
We have another fun kind of package that I don't know a lot about, but it's roller derby. Is it the women's league?
Sounds awesome.
Indianapolis now has 2 roller derby teams, and this is the new one. The new roller derby team is called the Circle City Socialites.
No, I've met a couple of them, and in fact, I employed one of them in my former job. And you know what? The thing is, when I was a kid, roller derby was a total fake thing. It was fake. It was
pro wrestling, yeah.
But see, these ladies don't know that. They think it's a real sport, so they're in there elbowing and pushing, and they're getting hurt a lot.
It's a real sport now. It's one of the most competitive contests you'll catch in this city.
They take it very seriously.
They take it very seriously, and
it's
a total do-it-yourself league too. So these women all have jobs that they go to, and they do this as a hobby, and it's pretty much beyond a hobby at this point.
So
jobs that they hobble to. They hobble to their jobs after that.
It's brutal.
Tracie Wells coming out tonight.
Welcome everyone to the Hamilton County Fairgrounds here in beautiful Noblesville, Indiana.
Tonight we have for you a wonderful show, the June Cleavers of Ours.
My name is Scream Madonna. I'm the captain for the Socialites. I play blocker, usually position 4, which is tail blocker. I usually hang out the back of the pack and wait for the jammer to come by me. There are a few of us that had played derby before in previous capacities, and we got together in March of last year, decided to originally start kind of a just for fun recreational roller derby league, and it quickly blossomed into something a little more competitive.
Remember, this is a sport. This is a full contact sport.
And my derby name is Megan Enemies. I'm the president of Circle City Socialites, a founding member. I primarily play pivot or blocker position and ever jam. It's really like a full-time job. So I work full-time and then come home and do derby stuff. We have practice 3 times a week. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes organizing. We have a board of directors. We have committees. So we function pretty much like a small business.
My name is Fly. I'm a member before you, and I'm primarily a jammer. Occasionally they use me as a blocker. I started skating when I was like 7, and I was a speed skater when I was 9. Speed skated for 4 years. Had a knee injury, so I quit skating after that. I started derby about a year ago.
A lot of us have never skated before. Some of us have, but a lot of these gals that you see on the track had never roller skated. We train them how to skate first, and then how to play roller derby. So it's really cool to see how far some of these gals have come.
See nothing but blue.
It takes a lot of hard work. I mean, just a lot of muscle memory and training your body to do this stuff.
Kaiser Suzik, just a heavy hitter for the derby.
You have to build up your endurance. I ran. I'm a jogger, and I also lift weights. So I was working out 2 years before I actually started derby. So I was in really good shape.
The unofficial final score tonight, 113 for the Circle City Socialites, 83 for the Derby Divas. Join us trackside, you'll be able to give a high five to your winning team. Join us trackside, everybody.
We're, just really excited to have these gals down from Wisconsin, and they've been, awesome competitors and really awesome to play with. And we're looking forward to hanging out with them at the after party.
We are going to kind of round things out, I think, with an idea that you wanted to bring to the table. I like the idea.
Oh, it's just, I've left politics. I promised never to come back, which is why I've become a little bit popular for the first time.
Now you're in the media.
I left, and I promised never to come back. And that's the key to popularity. But, I was asked to think about what are the things that politicians never dare to say. And I can tell you what they are. In fact, I've got 9 of them. It was a top 10, but we had to take one for taxes. With the CIB problem, nice. We took 10% off, right off the top. Number 9, I'm seeking re-election because I want to continue to spend very little time with my family.
Number 8, yes, I raised your taxes, but damn it, I'm worth it. Number 7, madam, if you'll kindly put down that baby, it's you I want to kiss. Number 6, I support bigger, more intrusive government for everybody except my friends and people exactly like them. Number 5, I will oppose this wasteful pork barrel spending with my last breath, unless it is built in my district. Number 4, I'm so stressed out and crazy, I'm going to fly to Argentina to hang out with a babe I barely know. Number 3, a junket is a fact-finding mission conducted by anyone other than me. Number 2, I respect the views of my constituents, but yours are just dumb. And the number 1 thing politicians never say, if elected, I'll bring Washington, D.C. values to the Hoosier State.